Hi everybody, I just wanted to jump on really quick and make a video to show you a new project that my students had done this summer and that I finally have ready to hand out to them. I had a little bit of trouble getting this into printed format and it was all my own fault, but I do have it ready now. So they're getting their booklets this week, and so I wanted to take a minute to show everybody what they did. So this summer we had a composition project and 16 of my students did the work to do this. They were ages 6 to 17, and I set up some basic parameters for them so that they would have a framework to work in. We picked a key, we picked a time signature, and I gave some suggested ideas of themes they could think about, summertime kinds of themes. Some of them used those and others did not, as you'll see later. And so they had a chance to be creative, but they also had a chance to be creative within a little framework that made them feel a little more comfortable. It was a little scary. So when we picked the key signature, then that determined what notes the kids had to work with for their melodies. And we started by making 2 melodies. Well, actually, we each did 3 melodies and picked our favorite 2. And then of those 2 melodies, we worked them out so that we could do form. So we learned about form. We did things like A, B, B, A form, A, B, A, different things like that. So we worked on the form that their piece would take, and then when their pieces were done, kids that were able to do so did harmony on their own. Some kids were kind of in that middle ground where I needed to help a little bit with harmony. It was all their own work though, so I would give them choices. Well, you could try this chord or you could try this chord, and they would make choices. So some of the middle kids kind of did that, and then some of the younger kids or the more beginners did not do harmony. We just did their melodies, and that was good for them. And I'll talk a little bit about that as we go through. So that's what they did, and I was super happy with what they managed to do and how it turned out. And so what I'm going to do now is just play through their compositions so you can hear what they came up with. So the first one in the book is called Allegretto, and it is by Patience, and I'm super proud of this one because look, it has this beautiful flower graphic on the bottom. Okay, so Allegretto. So that was Allegretto by Patience. Next we have Fireflies at Night by Hope. So Hope learned a little bit about harmony and doing chords. So we did her, and also this was done during COVID, and some of this work was done when some kids could come out to my house for lessons, others were online. So that was kind of a challenge. So some of this stuff got done online. With Hope, we just worked on harmony. We did chords. We did Roman numeral chords, and so this is going to be my interpretation of the chords she chose. And her song is called Fireflies at Night, and I should say this is Hope K. I have 2 Hopes in the studio. So that was Fireflies at Night. Next we have Fall Anthem by Taya. It's really pretty, and she did all the harmony for this one. next we have another Fireflies. This is by Macy. Fireflies was one of the popular themes, especially with the girls. And this is, yeah, I already said that, by Macy. All her own harmony too. Next we have Fireworks by Faith, and this is really cool. I think she portrayed it really well. And another Fireflies one. This is Bailey's with Flashing Fireflies. I love how she portrayed the flashing of the fireflies in there. It was so much fun to see the kids be creative and come up with their own ideas. This one is by George. It's called Fragile Ice. So you can see he left the summertime theme and he went on to ice. George, who is, I'm pretty sure George is my youngest student to do this project. This is his sister Maggie, who was remembering her summertime vacation, so she came up with Hiking in the Needles. And then next we have Cameron's song, and Cameron wrote this melody all by herself, and she and I teamed up to do the harmony together. That little rhythm that she got going in there, that was really fun. This is Ayla's, it's Macarons by the Eiffel Tower. And then we have Brigham, and he was remembering time at the swimming pool, so he has a song called Swimming Splashes, and I want to show you this notation, if I can get it close enough. He has a spot here where we are jumping off of the board, and there's a big splash at the end for you to listen for. had Laughter for a title, and here's his piece. And then Devin, I think one of Devin's favorite things to do in the summer is baseball, so he has Play Ball. Bit of ballpark atmosphere from Devin. And then Colton is next, and he likes to fish, so he has The Big Catch. And then we have Sophie, who came up with Sunlight on the Water. And last but not least, we have Hope S. with Triste. And Hope is the only student who chose a minor key, which I'm not quite sure she knew what she was getting into, but she did, and she came up with this really, really pretty melody. And so we hope you like this one. It is called Triste. And so that was our summer composition project. I hope you enjoyed the songs. The kids, I think, did a great job. I was so excited to see their creativity and just to see them be able to start to learn that they can express themselves through music. It doesn't have to be only things that they read off of a page that somebody else wrote, but things that they can actually put some of their own ideas forward too. They might not have all been thrilled to do it, but they did it, and they did a great job. And hopefully that will be something that they can expand on as we continue studying.